Hi, I'm John McArthur, and today I'm going to be speaking about preventing financial deficit for MLB clubs during the global pandemic, coronavirus. As we all know, baseball is one of America's greatest pastimes, and it's still one of the most predominantly watched sports in America. Baseball is also very near and dear to me. I grew up watching and playing, and my father took me around the United States to different stadiums, so I really grew up soaking in different fan bases and understanding their connections to their ball clubs. And one thing that I have learned is that strong fans are the key to a stronger team. The problem is there can be no fan attendance in the 2020 season. So without ticket sales, the teams would tank financially and not be making near as much money as they should be. Every organization in the league is all losing money as a result of no attendance. The MLB as a whole is expected to lose $4 billion in 2020 alone, even with continuing the season, and players are expected to be underpaid 37% of their salaries. The first solution to this problem would be involving the fans through fundraising and giving them different opportunities to support the team from home. And I think if there's a reward system for fans and donations, it would really influence them to want to support their team more. Maybe with like a shout out or a cardboard cutout in the stands so they can still be there for the game. I just think ranking donations and giving them different levels and different rewards would really influence them to want to donate to the team and support. The second solution would be streaming service contracts. And I think something like a behind-the-scenes access pass, like a league pass for the MLB with the players and getting to understand your favorite player and know who they are and get to see them behind the scenes and not on the field would just attract a lot of fans and attract a lot of revenue. But one thing about contracts is they could also come with a binding contract or a long term, so they're not really short-term fixes. The third solution would be advertising and finding extra ways of advertising on the field. And what I think a good method would be is using all of the bleachers in the outfield and covering them with banners and advertisements, and even the whole entire wall. The wall is untouched. There's no banners on it. So I think that's a lot of advertisement real estate. A lot of brands would maybe want to put their name out there and have it be seen. So I also think the scoreboard could be huge for advertisements. You could shout out sponsors and brands. And I think advertisements on the jerseys themselves would actually be helpful. There's teams over in Europe and China who all use advertisements on their jerseys, and just for 1 year, you could be making $60 to $80 million for your organization just by having a brand on your jersey. And one other thing they're doing to increase advertisements is they're extending the postseason, which means that there's going to be more premium coverage and more publicity for the league for an extra week, so that's extra premium ad time. So in the end, I think fundraising is a good idea, but it's not good enough to fix a problem as big as this global pandemic and what it's doing to the economy of baseball right now. And I think contracts with streaming services is also a good idea, but in the end, it's a long-term investment and it's not the best case scenario for trying to solve a situation like this one right here. And what I believe the best method to be is utilizing extra advertisements. There's so much you can do with advertisements. You could fill up the stadium with advertisements and just use it all for advertisement real estate and just get the most money out of it. And you can also control how much you make. Like, the stadium is yours. You can do whatever you want with it. And I think that if you utilize advertising to its best capability, that you can end up making profit from this financially horrible year. Thank you.